You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your Days 2-week spoilers from Monday, July 17th, all the way through Friday, July 28th. I've got dated spoilers for every day in week 1, plus I happen to have 4 bonus spoilers for week 1 that are undated but sizzling nonetheless, and then I have a handful of spoilers for week 2, also undated. There is so much to unpack here, and aren't we all glad that Abe has been found, but there's still some more trouble, because just because he's found doesn't mean that he's back. All right, we are going to dig in. If you've not, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our day's spoilers, news, and more. All right, Monday, July 17th, we have John Black and Steve Johnson over at actor Jerry Prentiss's place. He's the guy who's pretending to be Theo, of course. They break into his place and they find some papers that could lead them to Abe. We also see that Lani isn't where she should be, and that worries Rafe and Paulina. And there's a spoiler photo of Paulina wagging her finger at Rafe. I think she's very upset over her missing daughter since her husband had that tragedy. Of course, Rafe was fired as police commissioner. Fans are debating if he's still working for the police, but I thought he was fired completely, but maybe he's just demoted. I don't know. It sounded fired to me. We also see Belle Black and Jada Hunter bonding while they are searching for Rachel Black. Of course, Rachel is in the attic of the DeMera mansion. Also on Monday, Brady Black rips up the custody agreement. Now, he kind of did that already on Friday, but we're going to see more of that. And then he is pulling a gun on her, and Rachel is going to see this. This is all about to turn so bad for Brady Black. Tuesday, July 18th, we see Gabby startling Lee Shin. She runs into him out of the blue, and he's a little freaked out. Of course, she's furious at him. We also see Leo Stark doing a little shuffly walk of shame back to the hotel room and single beds where he stays with Gwen Rizchak, and he is feeling guilty. We have Jada grilling Brady Black because she hears that he was threatening Kristen with a gun. Kristen isn't one to call the cops, but good heavens, Kristen does tell Belle that Brady was threatening her, and I do wonder if little Rachel got involved and reported her dad because of some recent spoiler photos. Midweek on Days of Our Lives, it's July 19th, and we have Alex Kyriakis showing up with news for his across-the-hall neighbors, Stephanie and Chad. And of course, he shows up shirtless, looking like eye candy. Chad isn't very happy about it, but Stephanie gets an eyeful from the scenes that we've seen. We also see Lee and Melinda Trask irritated. And I think they're irritated because they wind up on a blind date together, because we have a spoiler. This was in last week's early spoilers, but then they didn't date it for this week. So this is actually a fifth undated spoiler for the week, because it says Lee Shin has a surprising blind date. And I believe that surprise is, haha, here's the DA. Stefan and EJ play nice and call a truce because they have bigger issues to deal with. And then Gabby's happy to hear about that, it seems. We also have Maggie Horton walking in while Justin and Bonnie are talking about Sarah's baby secret, and Bonnie doesn't really hold back. She tells her about the pregnancy, and Maggie's jaw just drops. Thursday, July 20th, we see Tripp surprising his girlfriend Wendy, and Eric and Sloan making a big move. It looks like the blind date may turn out to be a little more pleasant, because Melinda and Lee find some common ground on Thursday. And heartbroken Johnny tells Rafe that Wendy picked Tripp over him. Then Friday, July 21st, we have Rafe out searching with Jada, looking for Lani, who is still MIA. And the spoiler says that Rafe actually asked Jada for help. Kate goes to see how Paulina Price is doing, and she actually comes clean to her about something. She mentions to her that her son Philip is alive, and we haven't seen him in a hot minute. Is he coming back? All right. Now we have two more for Friday and then the undated ones. Marlena tells Kayla that Whitley King used to be her patient. Whitley's the nutbag who is holding Abe, and now she's also holding Lani because Lani got into the apartment and found her dad. And Whitley's like, "Who are you?" Lonnie's like, "Oh, I'm your worst nightmare." And I think Whitley goes, "Oh no, that's me." Maybe she's going to drug her too. And maybe because she's whacked out on drugs, if she's watching Body and Soul, that soap opera, maybe we'll get Lani in the soap opera too, because we've already got Paulina and Abe. Maybe we're going to get Lani. How fun would that be? I hope she's got some big crazy hair and shoulder pads. All right, John and Steve are stunned by some information that they either get or find. All right, quickly. The undated spoilers for the week of July 17th include Kristen cutting a deal with Dimitri von Leuschner, which is her, going to screw over Gwen because of something that Kristen wants. We also see Leo Stark really thinking about coming clean to Gwen and telling her the truth that he is shagging the guy that she's shagging. But I don't know. Leo's better angels seem to never push him in the right direction. I'm not sure if he has better angels. All right, Xander and Chloe fall deeper into each other. Very sweet. And Eric and Sloan take a pregnancy test. Is she pregnant? The photo shows a slightly shocked face on Sloan. So maybe it is positive because we know that she is desperate and has been going overtime riding that cowboy, trying to get herself knocked up. All right, 2-week spoilers for the week of July 24th through 28th are hot and sizzling. We've got Chad opening up to Theo. I'm betting he's going to complain to him about Alex being an ongoing irritant and a in-his-face presence by moving into the same building. We also see Sloan bonding with Melinda Trask. Really unlikely and weird spoiler, and yet it is happening. All right, we have 2 more for that second week, but real quick, if you haven't already, please click a like if you're enjoying these spoilers, and we'd love it if you click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives, spoilers, news, and more. All right, EJ confronts Nicole about Eric. Did somebody tell him that they were kissing again, or is this just about him going to the doctor with her when EJ wasn't there? Obviously, EJ is not enjoying this. It should put his mind at ease if Sloan turns up pregnant, right? All right, and our very last spoilers is that Alex Kyriakis is also out on a blind date, and it is a bad one. So I'm wondering who the heck is he on a date with, because there's not that many single people. Maybe he ends up with Melinda, or maybe it's Talia. I don't know. I'm just racking my brain trying to think who is single. Kristen? It doesn't look like she'd be on a dating app. I don't know. Should be interesting. Wait and see.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.